Sorry. Nobody else?
No. They bailed. They're just going to watch.
Well, that makes it, you know what? It makes it really good.
Sure.
And I'll tell you why. The less people we have in the studio, the better off it is. And, you know, the studio is small and it's small, it smells bad, and the air conditioner's not working. The only reason it smells bad is because I'm in here. Go ahead, say it.
I said I don't know what happened to it. Do you?
It's wintertime. It takes a vacation. What happens is with our air conditioners, because it's wintertime, it takes a vacation.
I think it feels good. Well, it's hot up on that stage, so.
Oh, yeah, it was. We apologize for that. I think
It's a good thing. It means you
one of
have
the
good
fans
lighting.
went on vacation, too. I'm not sure. We can hear you, Shorty.
We have a constant. It's a small place with a lot of things going on here, and we have constant problems. It's a constant thing with all the equipment.
Mechanical issues.
It really is. It
Yes.
really is.
We make it happen.
We apologize, though.
It's all good.
But anyway, let's
We had
not
fun.
talk about
We had a great
that
time.
crap. Let's talk about Kristie Blue and the Kristie Blue band. We need to know what it is. The Kristie Blue and the Kristie Blue band. I almost said bland. You guys rock and you sound great. And we were really in it. Everybody loved it that was here. It's too bad that more people didn't come out to the bar tonight and hang
Agreed.
out because they missed out on a good show. But we had so many listening online. We still do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I had
there's-
some of my relatives on there, too.
There's a lot of listeners. So I think it has to do with we just had Christmas, New Year's is coming, and people are just saving their money, but they're listening to you online. So it's all
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad they're listening online.
Well,
At least they're listening.
They're doing that. The point is that all right. So you are Kristie Blue,
I am, yeah.
and we wanted to know because we wanted to know what we're going to do in the future as the Kristie Blue band. What the heck? You guys, you got original material, right?
Yeah, we're working on some. We have a few, like, 3/4 of songs and stuff like that. It's definitely in the plan. We've changed players a couple times, trying to get the right funky sound. I think it sounds pretty good now. So the next rehearsal we're going to try to finish up some. We wanted to have some to play for you tonight, but,
Well, that's fine.
personnel changes and stuff like that. We just didn't get it done. With the holidays, we couldn't rehearse. And
The holidays have ruined a lot of things, including my life.
it was a
but that's
great
okay.
holiday.
No,
I had
it was. It was great because
Kick-ass Christmas.
I didn't have to do anything. Well, tell us about the members of the band, and you're the guitar player, right?
I am.
His name's Ian
Introduce
Tilp.
yourself.
Yeah, my name's Ian Tilp. I play guitar.
Well, there you go. See how easy this was?
Extremely well.
The other mic's
thank you.
missing somebody. I don't know. We have okay. So no, I'm being serious. Tell us about the drummer, the bass player, the guitar player. You can speak. You're the
The bass
spokesman for
player's
the band.
Kenny Green. We'd love him.
Hey, Kenny.
out there.
Let's put
Hi,
our hands
Kenny.
together for Kenny.
Kenny's a great
Get in
bass
here,
player,
Kenny.
and he's playing a 5-string.
Drummer's Mike Dillon.
And Mike does a great job.
He does, and he has
Yeah.
a cool hairdo.
Well, I was going to
He
get to
has
that in a
a
minute. We're going to talk about the. We're going to
He
talk about
has a
that.
mohawk.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, but it stands straight up. So that's all good.
Straight up.
Spiked up.
So what I was trying to say is, how long you guys been together?
Kristie Blue Band has been playing about 15 years around the area. Went through a bunch of changes and took a hiatus for a few years and did a few different kinds of bands. And now back in, I would say, a year and a half-ish that I've been back doing Kristie Blue Band. I did a few other projects.
You weren't in prison.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Well, I was in prison in my mind, but not actual prison.
All right, I didn't mean to
So
say
we
it
play
like
all around. We do Clearwater, Largo, St. Pete, Tampa, Lutz, Land O'Lakes, all over the place. You can check us out on Facebook. Come see our shows. We haven't been booking too much. in the last few months, just trying to get the lineup solidified and work on some original stuff, but planning on going hard at it in 2014 and just booking
right.
it up, you know.
So that's not like a New Year's resolution or nothing, right?
No.
No New Year's resolutions.
No.
I hate
There's not
them.
going to be no resolution.
No, I never stick to them anyway.
No, I mean, but you guys come
honest.
from obviously you got a vast musical background. So, I mean, 15 years you've been together, and you said you went through a lot of changes. So, I mean, what changes did you go through, and what
Players, musicians, lots of them.
So does every
I think you sound great. I think you have a beautiful voice.
Thanks.
Beautiful
Thank
voice.
you so
You do,
much.
but-
I appreciate it. We had
I
a
like
great
that.
time tonight.
I'm just wondering if well, you said you had to go through a lot of players. I'm wondering if you're saying the members of your band are just players, or are they musicians?
Musicians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
players,
didn't know because-
musicians, you know, whatever they're called.
Yeah,
Love them
yeah.
all.
Jesse Jack is on chat right now. Do you know Jesse Jack?
No, I
We
don't
must
know.
know
No,
him.
he's one of our
They're wanting to
regular
know
listeners.
if we get another set. They loved it.
They loved it.
They
everybody's-
did. They loved
you
it.
have a
Thank
lot of
you.
have a lot of people chatting on here. They're
I'm
Nice.
so happy to hear that. That's awesome.
Dina
Thank you
says,
so much,
hey,
Jesse.
Hey, Dina.
Kristie Blue Band, love
Yeah,
you,
Dina's on
Kristie and
there.
Mikey.
There's a bunch of people on there trying to chat
Yeah.
with you.
That's great.
I'm trying to chat with them a little bit while y'all are talking.
Love you too, Dina. Did you hear that, Mike? Dina said hi to you. He's not even listening.
Oh, he's not even paying attention. That's all right. I mean, we could have put the mics on out there, and he could have.
He's looking around going, what the hell's going on? What is
We
really
can
going
do
on
that.
here? You're all over the world,
Mike.
Mike.
Capable. The way I got it set up, I mean, you can be in the studio, or you can be on stage, and you can still be on the air, or you can still be on camera.
So can I put you on the spot and have us back in when we get some originals ready and have us back on? So we
that
can,
was my next question.
Oh, was
Is-
it? Okay.
Yeah, is when you're going to come in here. We had a band come in here and do like a demo
Absolutely.
release party, and we've had a bunch of people releasing their CDs coming up in here and doing it, you know, live on the air. And
Cool.
and what we find out is that they, you know, you get a little exposure on the internet and people all over the world. If you got fans that. The whole thing about social networking with this Facebook, I don't believe in Facebook. I think it sucks. I hate it.
Spends a lot of time on it, though.
I don't spend any time on it. She spends 10 times the time that I do. And the thing that I hate about Facebook is the way that people, you know, just post their whole life out there. But I think it's a good promotional tool, especially if you have a band or a,
Right.
or a radio station.
it's
or
good for
whatever.
marketing.
Yeah, and you put it out there,
I've
and then
heard
all
that
your friends see
somewhere.
what the
Right.
hell's going on, you know. And our radio station is based on social networking because people come to us through those avenues. You know, I mean, when anything I post up here goes up to Facebook and Twitter. You used to go to MySpace and all those other things that are pretty much expired. Yeah,
MySpace
but
was cool though back in the day.
It was back in the day.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love MySpace.
Yeah, you could decorate it and everything.
I love it.
Oh, they redid it all, trying to keep
I had
up.
mushrooms and under ocean, and
I had like hot pink lips glowing.
you had hot pink
What?
lips.
What now?
Are you a pink loving girl?
I might be at
Are
times.
you? You love pink? So when they came out with all them clothes that said pink, even though it was
yeah.
black and red and yellow and green, and
Yes.
it said pink across the ass, you were
Yes.
one of those girls that wore that, right?
I was. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I
daughter
believe
also.
that.
She loves that.
I don't know. I think it's ruining my whole idea of what I was going to do here. Talking about
What
pink.
were you gonna do?
Well, no, I'm not. Let me tell you something. I'm not really into. You can tell by the way I dress. I'm not into high fashion. But I believe in what we're doing here with the music scene, and you guys are a great band. And then when we bring somebody in and interview them, we just like to get in depth into what they're going to do and how, and what in the future, and if you're going to put out an album or if you're going to go on the road or whatever. And you said you've been doing this 15 years, and I'm just wondering,
I've been doing the cover band thing 15 years.
Okay.
I've only had maybe in that time probably 3 originals of my own. During that time, I don't have that much experience, writing. I write poetry and stuff, but I'm not overly awesome at making that poetry musical. But at times I am. Sometimes it just comes out,
Well, what's the difference between poetry and music, really? If you think about it from whether it rhymes or not, doesn't really count, right?
Right. Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm good lyrically.
We don't believe
I'm good
that.
at
Listen to
lyrics.
Pearl Jam, for Christ's sake. I mean, come on.
Right.
I've been listening. I brought a lot of stuff back in the day when we had the original Pirate going on here. Was bringing punk. and punk was a big thing, and it was. Then we brought a bunch of grunge and a bunch of heavy metal. So right now you're doing covers. So when you do your originals, which way are we going to go? I mean, what kind of music what kind of genre is it going to be?
I think it'll be kind of funky, bluesy type rock. That's what I'm.
Yeah, you
It's
got
kind of what we do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
got
think
it.
that's going to suit you well.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's going to suit you well because what I'm hearing, I mean, I'm almost, I got to turn my head a second. And okay, it sounds like Joplin for a second, but then it kind of sounds blues, and then it kind of sounds rock. I mean, because y'all covered everything out here.
Right, and
it
the
was
covers,
good.
we play with them a little bit and make them our own.
And that's what you have to do. We were talking, Captain Kirk does, what I do is I turn all the good rock songs into bluegrass. And I'm just, I go up there and play, and I do crazy stuff. But I think that you have to open up people's minds. I mean, you're in here, playing, and you're a great band. It's a very tight unit all the way around. You got a great voice. Everybody in here sings. You sing great, and you were doing your thing. And she's like, I'm gonna send out a couple songs, and she says the vocal stylings. And I'm like, okay, hey. Which makes Kristie Blue the front person, and Kristie Blue is a very good front person because you have to have that comedic atmosphere when you walk up on the stage, and you're playing a bunch of damn chairs.
Yeah.
And you're like, geez, I wish this place was packed. It's really hard to perform, for 2 people or 19 chairs or 25.
But she's all over the world.
But see, that's
But
what.
I don't see them.
That's why this is a new concept, and
You
what I'm
gotta
doing
see it.
here is we're
It's a good
bringing
concept.
it. Yeah, well, we're bringing it all to the world, and
You gotta
people
see
are
it in your
typing in
mind.
and saying,
They're saying, what are they? They're saying all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
you got it, Kristie. Yepers. Do we get difference is in the hype co or what is
no,
it saying?
haiku or whatever. Anyway, no, I'm not gonna go there.
I
I
can see
always thought Kristie would make a really good DJ.
She probably.
You guys
would.
got any openings for her?
Yes, we
You get
do.
in here? She's
Yeah,
got a real nice, smooth roll,
And I think
Aw,
we could
thank
put.
you.
Would you
God.
come in here and do a show?
Yeah. Yes.
You still live in L.A.?
Yes.
All right. So you know how far it is from L.A. to here?
About 20 minutes.
Yeah, 7.2 miles.
Yeah.
I've been there. Oh no! Oh, everybody's think I'm talking about California.
They are.
L.A. means Lutz,
Lutz area. Yeah.
And we've been in Duluth. I used to actually I had a trailer up in Lutz area. Now I got one in Sefner. Whatever. It's no big deal.
Move around to the country.
never gonna be
Grew up out there
famous.
When I was in high
No,
school.
wasn't it?
Parks.
In L.A. that I was at, it was still country. Y'all, anybody live in the country?
No.
It's country-ish.
We love the country.
Country-ish. I'm on the lake.
I'm not going to say this during the interview. About,
I know what he was going to say.
Yeah,
Especially when it
it's
has
got to be made with
cunts.
real. You didn't
It's
say that on the
country,
air.
then it,
If it's made with real cunts or real trees, and it's country.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
He said it. He said he wasn't going to say it, but he did.
well, no, but she already
I
said
made him.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made him.
Well, so far she's made me do everything, including one of the things that we like to do here is get it. Nobody seems to want to support the local music scene anymore, and I'm thinking they're missing out on a great resource, and they're missing out on something that you can't get anywhere else. Because if you don't listen to the local talent, I mean, everybody forgot, how many, 20, 30 years ago, and
Everybody started out
hey,
with
the
that.
Outlaws, a great band, and everybody started. A lot of people started out here in Tampa. I'm not going to go into all the places and all the times and all the names, but Florida has a lot of talent.
That's true. I used to watch Stranger used to play my roller skating rink when I was a kid.
And Stranger
Yeah.
never seemed to make it all the way to the highest echelon
I know,
they
but
should have made it to.
Tons
But
of people around here.
you're damn right.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, and you don't have to have a global following, but when you have your local following and people that love you and follow you, how does that make you feel?
Awesome. Excellent. Right? That was obvious.
I'm saying.
Kick ass.
I was just.
Like, I don't want to. Sometimes I feel like quitting because it's a lot of. Can
Don't
I
ever
cuss?
quit. Don't ever quit.
Yeah, I know. Well, sometimes I feel like it because it's a lot of
Well, I
bull
quit.
crap
Yeah,
that
it
you have
is.
to put up with, and
know how you
booking and changing musicians and learning songs and rehearsing and stuff. It's all quite a task, and you have to love it. And I get to the point where I think about quitting sometimes, but I can't do it and then somebody will say something to me, And I'll be like, okay, well, that's why I keep doing it then, because, you know, some people do follow you. They do love you. I've had people following me for years.
It's your passion, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
your
well,
love.
see, I laid mine down for about 20 or 30 years because I had to make money and stuff. I mean, when I was in bands back when I was younger, I was pretty good. Mostly a bass player and then sometimes a guitar player. But the point was,
Drummer.
and a drum. Well, whatever. And once you hear me play the keyboards, you'll know why I'm a
He plays
flute
them
player.
all.
Anyway, I don't do anything anymore. So I quit. Here's the thing, I think we had to bring it back. So in '94 and '95 and all the places and times that I did at the pirate radio station, we just brought in local acts, and we put them on. There wasn't video component like there is now. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and that changes it up. Because you can see it.
We tried to stay on the edge of that. So now you can see you when you're singing and playing. You can see what the band looks like, and you can hear it, and you're going to enjoy it. You know. And then thank you, Mr. Craven. Jesse says, "If music be the food of love, play on." And that was from William Shakespeare.
Oh,
nice.
He made my fishing
Quoting
reel and rod. I have
Shakespeare. I
that
like it.
Shakespeare rod and reel thing. That's pretty good stuff. Anyway, same guy? Yeah. Oh, it's not the same guy.
well, we appreciate what you do, and we had a great time in here. The stage was really
I
cute,
think- I
intimate
don't-
place. I liked it.
I don't think you knew what you were expecting because you
I
and your
didn't.
band
Well, I got a
members were
little
like,
bit of the
"This
lowdown.
is-"
My roommates in Mojo Dragonfly, and they were here.
Oh,
So-
wow. That was a good band. Yeah, they were a very good band. Very good
we
band.
love them.
Yeah.
We love. We've had
Was
so
that
many.
the one that had the girl that sang like?
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
I mean, I said
The
something
new
about.
the new girl. She was-
Yeah, and when she was like had an extraordinary voice, I was
Yeah,
like,
she's
man,
great.
you know, she was great. And I was like, okay, but that's the idea. Why can't we all get together right here in our own local area and make this happen and promote things
For
and
everyone.
make things real, you know, for
We
local
are.
talent.
What do you mean?
And-
We
Why
are
can't we?
doing
We
it.
are doing it.
no,
That's what you're
I know
doing.
we're doing it. I'm just asking Kristie and you know, I'm asking I'm asking the nation, I'm asking the world, why can't we just make this back like it was? Man, you know, you have to go to Woodstock to see a great group of bands. That's not
Right.
true.
No.
Now that the internet's out here, we can see it everywhere.
Yeah. Well, this is a great place, and you know, to all those people out there who are just listening online, you know, you guys got to come down here and check it out. This is my first time here, and I love it. I really want to come back
Well,
here.
you know what? We
Thank
love you
you.
for
Very
being here,
intimate.
man.
Thank
Great
you.
guitar player too, man. How long have you
We-
been playing guitar?
I've been playing my whole life.
Did
know.
you build both those guitars you're playing tonight?
Well,
They look
no.
like some
Yeah,
things-
they're kind of a parts
That's what I
caster.
thought.
You know, that's what it is. Yeah.
Right on, bro.
You know, I changed
That's what
I
Craven
changed
does.
some parts on it. Yeah, I
buys
basically
them.
changed
He
everything
fixes
on
them.
both of
Yeah.
them. That one that I was playing, that Telecaster, weighs about 12 pounds. It's like the heaviest telly I've ever heard before.
It ain't as heavy as my 72.
Yeah.
I got the
70s
old
ones are
original.
heavy,
Yeah, it weighs so much I don't even have it in here now.
yeah.
But anyway,
It's a backbreaker, but I enjoy
it's
playing
great.
it.
It's our
you know.
doorstepper at home.
yeah.
It was
But that's
cool.
great. I looked at that thing. I said, "Man, them's genuine Fender parts."
Yeah, and playing at, you know, we're playing at low volume too, which is kind of different for us.
So tell, just for the listener, just for 1 minute, and we'll wrap this up in just a minute. But I mean, you know, you're a guitarist, and then you have to be a tech. You built that stuff. You put it together. You put your own parts in it, and it sounds great. So tell us what it's like to do that. I mean, I know what it feels like, but nobody wants to hear my shit.
Well, you know, it's just it's a labor of love. I mean, when you tinker on your stuff, and you know, setup is so important to how a guitar plays. I mean, you can, in this day and age, you can go get just any guitar for $150 at Guitar Center that's CNC made, and with the proper setup and the strings on it, you can get it to play really well. And you know, I like to play really heavy strings, and I also like to put a little bit more relief into the neck, a little bit more bow, so that the strings can really vibrate freely, and that I have a
Nice.
really wide dynamic range that I can pull out of the strings.
So you're playing heavier than a 10 on the top?
Yeah, I was
Good
playing
12s?
flat wounds on that guitar tonight, and I've got like a 13 on top.
Okay.
It's
Well,
like-
I mean, when I say top, I mean the bottom. I'm
Yeah, it's like
backwards.
13 or
Just
yeah,
dyslexic.
however you refer to it. It's
The
13 to 56,
small E.
I think.
Oh, 13. Okay, I understand what it is.
It's like acoustic guitar strings.
It is. It's
basically,
heavy
you know.
gauge.
So I really got to. But it's something I can sink my teeth into, you know, and kind of have to work to pull the sound out of it. I like. I
Well,
like
in
that.
my case, you have to have teeth to do that. But Hendrix did that. He used to take and play it with his teeth.
Yeah, he
and his
did,
tongue.
yeah.
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah.
All right,
but-
she's laughing at me. Everybody, I'm not trying to be a
That's why you
comedian.
do it, honey, to make people laugh. That's why you keep doing what you're doing.
Funny.
Yeah, Shorty doesn't like me doing comedy, but I'm going to tell you
I
something.
love you doing comedy. That's that's not true. I love he does comedy. That's
Let's do one thing though. I mean, when you actually, don't you get extra gratification when you know that you've done the tune up on that guitar and you built it, you put your pickups, you put your hands, you did everything, and then you go up there and play it and it sounds just freaking awesome.
Absolutely, but you know, I've really been kind of I've been realizing that really getting way too into gear is just it's a form of it's like a writer's block. It's a way to avoid, to make excuses for what's holding you back from doing what you really want to do.
I don't see any way you guys could get held back.
I mean, writing your own music and, really expressing yourself as freely as you can and really being able to connect with your audience, and really just share your heart freely and with abandon. And, all of that stuff is stuff that the gear really doesn't matter. And, a good player can play any guitar and make it sound good.
Right.
And, you can give a great guitar to a bad player and he's still going to sound bad. So it doesn't really make all that much of a difference. It's more of just a fun kind of thing that, I've gotten into. But now, with everything changing and the economy changing, I don't think that there's going to be as much abundance in the future with, people like me having 15 guitars, and I think everything's kind of changing.
Well, you know what? It's really great that you're doing that, and and it's great that you're actually doing it, like making it happen in your own fashion. And I think that's what it's all about. I don't know. I've done it before. I don't have any money, but I'm a bass player now, and I've got these little cheap basses. I got 2 beers in one and the strings, and I got $40 in the other one strings, and I still suck. But your bass player, I want to talk about your bass player and your drummer for a minute, because do you, Kristie, as the leader of the band, essentially, you're the singer. All right, do you agree that the backbone of this whole damn thing is your drummer and your bass player?
Agreed.
And
definitely, I've known the bass player since I was about 14 years old, so we're really close, good friends. Known him for a long, long time. This is a different kind of project for him. He's used to, he plays covers, but he mainly an original player in original bands for a long, long time. And he's we've never done music together, even though we've known each other all that time. And it's really awesome having him in the band, not just because he's a good friend, just because he's
he plays the 5-string
bass player. Yeah, he's just so good, and it's helping me be more excited about doing original stuff with him and these guys, and Ian too. I think they're all doing something different than they're used to, like a cover gig. I think it just started out as kind of like a make money type of thing, but now I think they're kind of getting into it a little bit.
But he said he was an original, so he's an original player. He wants to write, you want to do originals, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
So now, because that's what we want. That's what people want to hear. Right. We want to hear the local bands do original music from the local area.
Yeah.
We want to love him and follow him and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we want. Now, so that we didn't even talk about the drummer and his cool hairdo.
Mike Dillon, yeah.
Which Dillon?
Mike Dillon.
Oh, Mike Dillon,
yeah,
okay.
Mike Dillon. Mike's been in tons of bands, like tons. I've known him for years too, actually.
Country bands?
No.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe. Probably. I wish he was in
He sounded like an easy listening country player the way he was turning that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
That's
just
what
kidding.
I think of when I think of Mike Dillon.
Every time, right, exactly. and every time that somebody comes in here with a heavy metal act or a punk act, I'm always saying, well, X, Y, Z will be back with more easy listening country at the party. And you're like, this guy's a fruitcake. Okay, not really. I'm just saying, I always try to change it around. It's not that way. All right, well, anyway, it's a great band. You guys are going strong in the future. And if you don't come back here and play some original, I don't care if you just bring 3.
Okay. No,
and play
we
your
definitely
covers.
will. We'll definitely do it.
Because your range of covers is different. I had a band in here that I don't remember the name of the band right now that just played an entire different range of original. They had their original, but the covers were just like things that nobody plays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And very, very challenging, kind of different. And is that thing going dead? Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Not anymore. Turn it back
Can
on.
you hear me? I can't hear me anymore.
You can't hear you? Oh, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
I'm the only guy that's got
okay.
headphones.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know what it is? I always run out of batteries. Of course, Shorty said she had the same problem. Never mind. So, tell the fans and the listeners what we wrap it up for us here, and tell us what you got for us coming up in the future. You're coming back, I know
Definitely
that.
coming
but,
back.
Yeah, all
Definitely
right.
coming back. They can check us out on Facebook, Kristie Blue Band. You can follow us on Twitter, KBlueSinger, @KBlueSinger.
Cool.
Check on there. We've got plenty of shows coming up all around the local area. You can check out the show.
Excellent. And we love the show here tonight. I wish you'd play another set.
Thank you.
You're tired.
Kenny's not feeling good. He played sick tonight.
Oh, Kenny's doing
That's why
fine.
he's not in the interview.
That's fine.
His vocal cords are out.
Yeah. I understand.
Poor thing.
And I feel sorry for him. But you know what? That's one thing. If the guy's sick, I've had plenty of them call in and say, well, you know, our drummer's goldfish drowned. And he can't make
We
it
would
tonight.
never do that.
I know that.
We would
And
never
but
do
that
that.
shows dedication to the entire band. I want to tell you, we love you guys. Thanks so much for coming in and
Thank
doing
you.
this.
Thank you.
We had a great
And
time.
thanks for being here with us.
Awesome place here.
Time.
Thank you so
Congratulations
much.
on your wedding tomorrow.
Well, thank you very much for that, and I really appreciate it. It's been quite a struggle, you know, getting it all together. So you know what?
Yeah.
But I have my
gonna be
socks on,
great.
so I don't have cold feet. It's all good.
It's going to be great.
All right. Well,
Thanks a lot.
anyway, thank you for being here. Kristie Blue, ladies and gentlemen, here in the studio, and thanks for doing the interview with us tonight. They're going to be back again, and they're going to come up with some more original music, and we're going to make this thing happen.
Thank you for listening and chatting and all that.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, and all the guys that were in, like Jesse said, like the first car or scooter built from the ground up, he's talking about your guitars, bro. It's all good. All right, man. Yep. All right, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna bring you back to a little bit of canned music, and I think I got Captain Kirk in the house. Maybe we'll play something or something. I don't know. We never know. Stay tuned. It's the Party Part at 102.1 FM, the Radio Bar and Grill, and we're gonna more easy listening country by Joe Bob Metallica. This is called The Unforgiven Cowboy. Oh, never mind. Stay tuned for more of the Party Parrot. It's 102.1 WPRN DB Tampa, Florida, USA, the Radio Bar and Grill.